Members of the House Judiciary Committee are back at the border, but this time in Yuma, Arizona, for part 2 of the Biden border crisis meeting. The field hearing will start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's testimony will examine the Department of Homeland Security's operations at the southwest border and allow the committee to hear about the effects of illegal immigration on the Yuma community specifically.
Joining us right now from Yuma, Arizona, member of the House Judiciary Committee, New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, what are you learning there? What do you want people to know?
We're learning a lot, and we're seeing a lot and actually feeling a lot. Part of this is to really feel what the community's going through and what's happening to them. And by the way, this is going to spread. It's not only going to be Arizona or parts of California or Texas. These people are coming in throughout the entire country, and the drug cartel is coming along with them. So what did we learn? We learned that people are coming in. We learned that they are paying money to the drug cartel to get them into the United States. We are learning they are beholden to the drug cartel forever and will be a force for the cartel in America. That alone is frightening enough to make people realize, and when I say people, I really mean this president and I mean this Secretary of Homeland Security, because they are doing a terrible job and hurting the country. There's so many ways this administration has hurt the country, and I know it's not about that today, but you know, whether it's energy policy or the border or what they've done with police or what they've done to our military, our educational system, but this is one of the biggest ways. And it's hurtful, and it's making it less safe for people.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Congressman, but I did want to ask your thoughts on the fact that your Democrat counterparts are not in attendance today.
So disturbing. I'll tell you why they're not in attendance. Because they know that they're doing the wrong thing. They know that they've created the wrong set of circumstances. They know that because of them, that the rule of law is not being followed. And they know when it comes to a good, healthy, even debate, that they're going to be in big trouble. So instead of coming here and really owning up to it and learning, and really learning and listening what's really going on, they decide that they're not going to come and they're going to say it's just some show. No, you're going to see real life people today, whether it is people who are involved in farming, whether it is people who are involved in the hospital system, or whether it is people that are involved in law enforcement, actually our border patrol. You're going to hear the real stories.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Congressman,
and that's
about
why they didn't come.
I wanted to ask you about the northern border also. I think we have some numbers. We're seeing an incredible increase across the northern border, over 846% increase in illegal border crossings at the northern border. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, my thoughts are when you don't obey the rule of law, you don't obey the rule of law when you're not legal. So this is an administration that believes they want to change the entire structure of the United States, along with people both within the country and outside the country. And a way to do that is to change the fabric of the country, open it up wide, let everybody come in who wants to come in, subsidize them with all kinds of government grants and programs and money that everybody else is breaking their back to try to make a living. Not really having a good system for those that want to do it legally, but just let them come in. Just let them come in and flow from everywhere. You know that even Mexico doesn't do that. Canada would never do it, but we're doing it, and we're destroying our country in the process.
Congressman, you've spoken before about the dispute between DirecTV and Newsmax. They're saying that this is simply a business dispute. But why is it then that when conservative channels are deplatformed, it's a business decision, but then liberal channels who cost more and have lower ratings seem to still be kept on these platforms?
It's because AT&T and DirecTV are lying. They're not telling the truth. It's that simple. It's not that way. These other stations have lower ratings than you've ever had, and yet are allowed to stay on. And in fact, even in OEM's case, they were saying they were willing to get no money just to make it from any advertising revenue, as long as they wouldn't be deplatformed. They still were anyhow. This is a a real, collusion between, big tech and big industry trying to say we're going to stop freedom of speech and people aren't going to have the right to hear how it really is. That's what America's about. The freedom of speech, exchange of ideas. Everybody should be at the table. They don't want that, and they're doing everything they can. I suggest to everybody, as you do all the time, to write, to call, to email. And as you know, we're working on this, and I'm pushing, and we're going to get it, a hearing on this in the United States Congress in the Judiciary Committee, because this needs to be explored, and we need to crack this egg open and really let people see what it is.
Now, obviously that can happen because Republicans are in the majority now. Back in 2021, Democrats were, and under Nancy Pelosi, Democrats wrote a letter to AT&T demanding that One America, Newsmax, and Fox News be removed from the platform. Is it concerning that members of Congress, the two of those channels now have been removed? What are your thoughts on that?
It is concerning. It is concerning because it's a loss of freedom. All of these things that we talk about with this administration are a loss of freedom. And here's another example where people can hear multiple ideas. I don't care that the liberal stations are on. That's fine. Let people listen to it, see if that's what they really believe in, but let them also listen to conservative ideas and viewpoints. Let them get the full picture and make decisions for themselves. That's always what the United States of America has been about. But again, and I really want to emphasize, this is an administration that wants to change what America is profoundly forever. This is no joke. This is a real challenge. And what's going on with Newsmax is symbolic of the loss of freedom, and we have to fight it with all the strength we have.
Congressman Jeff Andrew, I should say, have a good trip. We appreciate you joining us.
It was a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.